When planning out Scarymania for this year, I inadvertently included a lot of movies that had Vincent Price in it. I didn't plan it, I just went down a lot of IMDb lists and a lot of Letterboxd lists, and, well, everything happened how it happened. However, if I had to inadvertently highlight one specific actor, I could do a lot worse than Vincent Price, who is effectively one of the best horror movie actors of all time. His recognizable voice combined with the charisma and ability to play either a villain or a good guy, it really says something about his acting chops. If you just know him from the Thriller music video, which that's cool and all, but he had a long and lengthy career that I can't recommend highly enough. And one of his best turns is 1953's House of Wax. Technically speaking, this movie is a remake. There was a previous House of Wax movie made. And of course, there would be one later made in 2005 starring Paris Hilton. Needless to say, I don't think I need to watch that movie for a very long time. However, today we're talking about the 50s version, which is great. It tells the story of Henry Jarrett, played by Price, a sculptor who operates a wax museum. He has a particular fondness for Marie Antoinette and Joan of Arc. His financial backer, though, is running out of patience. He wants everything to be more sensationalized, and Jared's like, no way. And so his backer one day is like, you know what? Maybe we could just burn the place down. Get a nice payday for both of us. And Price is like, no, you're not burning this place down, and I'll kill you if you try. They have a pretty big scuffle, and the museum burns. And if you think this is a spoiler, this is the first few scenes in the movie. I kid you not. After the fire, Jared miraculously survives, and opens up a new museum. However, the museum opening, combined with a recent string of murders, is led to believe that Jared has a connection to the latter in some fashion. Like I said, the first couple scenes in the movie are introducing you to Henry Jared, the conflict with the financial backer, the introduction of another possible backer, showing off the museum, the eventual fight that breaks out, and the fire. Usually, that would be spread out throughout the movie. However, it's confined to just the first couple scenes. It's so good that it almost breaks the rest of the movie, because nothing is quite good as those first couple scenes. The rest of the movie is good, but the opening, whoa, it's excellent. Vincent Price is really good as always. You can kind of understand where he's coming from near the beginning. However, when he starts doing the villainous stuff, it's just like, yeah, you could just ask, I can't root for you now. And also, this movie is particularly famous for being, I believe, one of the first movies to star an actor named Charles Bukowski, or as many of you may know him, Charles Bronson. He would, of course, go on to be in movies like Once Upon a Time in the West, the Death Wish movies, and The Magnificent Seven, among others. It's so weird knowing him as Charles Bronson for all these years and hearing him in the credits be credited as Charles Bukowski. Probably for the best that he changed the name. He plays more along the lines of a mute henchman, and kind of the henchman you would imagine being in a movie like this. He's even given the stock henchman name of Igor. Honestly, due to how the movie is shot and how the action is played out and how the story plays out, the movie wouldn't look out of place in modern times. However, there's one aspect of the movie that does not age well at all. The 3D side of things. This movie was shot in 3D and meant to be shown in 3D around that time. And so, when you're not watching in 3D, there are more than a few scenes where it comes across as pretty awkward. For example, there's a scene where there's a man in the street with a ping pong and he's ponging it around, and then he turns to the camera and starts whacking the ping pong ball into the audience, and he even says, it's like, "Watch out, ma'am, I'm aiming for the popcorn, not your tonsils." It is like... It's so weird, because we have 3D now, but not for a long time, as there deliberately been a scene where, like, something shoots out at you. I remember in 2010 where, like, every movie was made in 3D, or at least every big movie. I remember getting special 3D glasses to see Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. There were special glasses for Wonder Woman. Like, 3D was everywhere in the 2010s. Now it's just kind of gone, or at least lesser. What I'm trying to get at is the 3D side of things has not aged well. However, House of Wax is still really good, with a lot of good scenes, Vincent Price's quality acting, and on the whole, the movie wouldn't look out of place in today's standards, so check it out if you haven't.